Hey guys, I'm Leroy from Rack and Roll in Australia, or Rack and Ride in the US. Today I'm going to show you what I think is the best way to load our MX carrier. Before we get started, this truck is reasonably high. From the bottom of the tube to the ground is 530 mil or 21 inches. This is the standard loading ramp. It's 1250 long, 50 inches. You can load your bike no problem with that. If you want something with a little less angle, we have an option of a 1500 aluminium ramp. It's wider, it's 60 inches long. The US, that's the angle it'll give you. So it's a little bit easier to use. But I'll show you how we do it with the standard ramp. I like to start about a bike length back if you've got the room. That way you know by the time you get to the ramp, everything's going to be straight. You don't need any throttle, you can just clutch it up. First thing I do is just clip this outside peg. Bike's still in gear so it won't roll back. Let it lay in, you can let go of it. Job done. Next thing I do is clip the inside peg while it's laying in. Just spin that down. I find just take the slack out of it, pull it down a touch. Then I stay kneeling, grab the handlebars, take the load off this side. You'll find once you get it down 35-40 mil, inch and a half, inch and 3/4, the bike is pretty rock solid. Then what I do is grab the loading ramp. You can either walk behind it and sit the ramp on, or you can feed it from underneath the bike. So I'll just feed it in under here. Has an eye nut, secures it. We have a Gal Cuphead bolt that locks the ramp onto the end of the bike channel when you're loading the bike. You use this to tighten and loosen the ramp, nip that up. Then we pull up this piece, I call it the wedge, just helps lock the front tyre in. It also goes through the loading ramp and has a R-clip that you just use to secure it. There we go. You'll find once you set this piece, you'll only have to turn it a few times each time you load and unload the bike. By hand, you'll just start to crush the tyre. I just crush it 5 mil, 1/4 inch. We give everyone a strap. This is to stop the turnbuckles from vibrating loose. You put it through the body of the 3 of them. Just makes a triangle under the bike. Through there. Doesn't have to be super tight. Lock it up. A couple of double granny knots for safety. Something else I always do is use a tie down off the inside of the bike somewhere as a backup. Probably the easiest position is just off your inside triple clamp around your fork leg. The main bar on the rack has 2 sets of eye nuts each side, so you come off your pegs on one side, and you can come off the frame also. Another option if you're going to use tie downs off the frame, which I think is even stronger than the pegs, very easy on KTMs, etc. Round the frame here, onto the eye nut, Then you've got to back up each side. Just pull the slack up underneath. Now you're ready to get airborne.